Falling in love can be a real punch to the gut. Ask any 15-year-old. Paul Thomas Anderson aimed to capture that beauty and misery in 2021's Licorice Pizza, starring a young Cooper Hoffman in his film debut. It was a much buzzed-about film because he had large footsteps to fill, as his late father, Philip Seymour Hoffman, worked with Anderson previously in several films, from Punch Drunk Love to Magnolia. The 70s set, Los Angeles period piece, also co-starred Alana Haim in her film debut, and together, she and Hoffman brought a magical dose of innocence and wonder to the film in a tale of growing up. Packed to the brim with classic rock and many cameos from Anderson's muses, Licorice Pizza is a laid-back, meandering ride with lots of heart. Hoffman is back on the silver screen with the arrival of the new horror movie, The Long Walk, which has opened to rave reviews. Co-starring David Johnson, it's an adaptation of one of Stephen King's lesser-known novels, and also features Mark Hamill and Judy Greer. Suspenseful and slow-burning, The Long Walk couldn't be further from Hoffman's first foray into film, as an unapologetic flirt wreaking havoc on Hollywood. A great introduction to both Hoffman and Haim, they give striking portraits of two outsiders on the brink of show business and adulthood. The San Fernando Valley may as well be Neverland in Licorice Pizza, the place where 15-year-old Gary Valentine resides. He leads his younger brother and a variety of neighborhood boys on business ventures and amateur filmmaking projects, including selling waterbeds and pinball machines. Also a child actor who is aging out of that bracket, Gary meets the aimless 25-year-old Alana Kane at the perfect time. Still living at home with her parents and older sisters, the two form an unlikely friendship and flirtation after Gary falls in love with her when they meet on picture day at his school. They then enter business together, from selling water mattresses to Gary trying to help break Alana into the film business. Along the way, they have fits of jealousy over each other and run into some Hollywood legends too. But Alana has many romantic infatuations, from a hilarious, smooth-talking Skylar Gisondo as a snooty actor, to Benny Safdie as the real-life politician, Joel Wax, and Gary has to watch helplessly. Set in 1973 California, Licorice Pizza lets bell-bottom jeans and rock and roll be a backdrop for two awkward lead characters and reminds audiences that even in the 70s, the uncool had their time in the sun. Gary Valentine is one of Anderson's most confounding characters in his quirkiest film, and he never really reveals his true cards. Where he gets his confidence and unabashed swagger amidst the pimples on his face, we'll never know. But Hoffman's assurance in playing him with such enthusiasm never makes us question it. It's impossible to take your eyes off him when he enters any scene in Licorice Pizza, even in his scenes with the riotous, loud-mouthed Haim. He's eccentric, scared, and flirtatious all at once, and embodies the thrill of being in love for the first time. In a painful dinner scene, Gary arrives at a restaurant only to find Alana with an older, famous movie star, played with a barely contained madness by Sean Penn. Hoffman acts as if the wind has gotten knocked out of him and vibrates with the humiliation of unrequited love. But he confidently strides to the table right next to Alana, and the actors serve up a scene of comedic perfection. They stick out their tongues and glare at each other like children, and act out their immature, white-hot jealousy without having to speak a word. In the end, it's the jealousy and vulnerability that Hoffman nails in his character of Gary. Whenever Haim is on screen, Hoffman's eyes ache with palpable pain. During their first date, he's able to bring the same effortless realism his father did, and you don't even realize he's acting when he looks at Alana with his wide, earnest eyes. Their greatest foray into awkwardness comes when Alana bursts into Gary's home and asks if he really wants to see her boobs. Hoffman stares at them like she's an alien from a foreign planet for longer than appropriate, with impeccable comedic timing. He makes it both unsettling and funny with his terrified gawk, and it's an unforgettable moment. It's a reminder here that he is still just a kid, and she's not much more of one. There are too many cameos in Licorice Pizza to count.